CJJC 29 annual Grapple Bowl card. And this card today is brought to you by DCO MMA.
Jimmy? Yeah. He and I were real close, and then he got a real bad spot. Yeah.
Guys, hard to get ready to come with 60.
All right, with Mr. Jordan Kurtz in the ring doing the announcing, I will invite everybody into the stream and say thank you for joining us for CJJC 29 Grapple Bowl live from the Stampede in beautiful Aurora, Colorado. We will be started with our first match in just a moment. Competitors making their way to the cage as we speak.
It's ready to see Pro Blue Corner. We have Marco Moreno.
Second competitor is making his way to the cage. That would be Matthew Rodrigo from Flow State Jiu-Jitsu. Mr. Jordan Kurtz pulling double duty today.
Gotta love it.
You getting 2 paychecks?
You know, I need to talk to the boss man about that, right?
Paul Gummerson, our CJJC referee, and we are underway quickly with the early prelims. Oh, that's
Quick
an
shot
oil
right out
check.
the gate by Moreno. Oh, yeah. Full grease monkey.
Mm-hmm. Got a little bit of a top side control working. We got a little bit of a crucifix for a second, but that was quickly. A little knee on belly. See if we can slice that knee through. Nope, we're going to back right out.
Right back to working toward that crucifix position here on the top for Moreno. Moreno transitioning over into the backpack now, working on that rear naked choke attack.
We got the body triangle going on. The choke is way up there. Tap on the jaw.
Nasty face crank. Good the finish there for Marco Moreno.
There we go. Marco Moreno with a very quick win. Jordan making his way into the cage.
And your winner, coming out of the blue corner, we have Marco Moreno.
Beautiful back take. Rear naked choke from Mr. Moreno. I don't know if you call that a rear naked choke or a rear chin choke, but it does the job just the same. Get ready for match number 2, 135-pound
And
yoke.
now for your second 135-pound bogey matchup, making its way to the DCO MMA red corner, we have RJ.
There we go, Mr. RJ the Spider Bauer out of DCO MMA. I love these 135-pounders because they are all gas. We truly appreciate all of the viewers on the stream today. Be sure to jump in the chat. Let everybody know what you think.
And coming to see Shield Pro Blue Corner, we have Michael, the Judge, Ortiz.
There we go. The Judge versus the Spider. Michael Ortiz out of High Altitude Martial Arts. And again, Mr. RJ Bauer out of DCO MMA. You're going to get all your steps in today, Mr. Kurtz.
Oh, absolutely. Man, I hope that they're able to figure out the tech side of things so these guys can get some walkout music going.
Oh, is that why it's so quiet?
That is why it has been so quiet.
What? Okay, well, I mean, I could hum. We are underway. Big stomp from RJ.
From RJ Bauer. RJ competed at our last Grapple Games scouting report card. Michael Ortiz, a multiple-time veteran of the CJJC Cage now at this point.
I like the psychedelic gear from Mr. Ortiz. That single leg, nice little foot trip. Trying to keep that stacked up. Let's see if we can pass that guard. There we go. We've got
Bauer trying to work a lot out of that Z-guard position.
it seems to be doing him well in keeping Ortiz from passing his guard and advancing. And now, man, quick hips on both sides.
Yep. Ortiz is working on that key lock grip over that far side, but with that leg still entangled, gonna be a
tough.
little bit of a tough thing to pull off.
Yeah, he's gonna. He's got it threaded. If he can.
Oh, now he's in a position where he can start to really attack.
Yeah. Oh, he let go of that. That's interesting. I thought he would stay right there. It's in 3/4 mount. Might clear that foot. End up in mount or set some pressure to try to take it back.
Working Bauer right over into the dead zone here on the cage.
Nice little swing back take. See if we can get that other hook in. Got Mr.
He's got him flattened out in the process. He's squeezing on the choke here, but
Yep.
he doesn't really have a good angle to be able to create the finish. Bauer being tough and biting down, squeezing out.
You almost want to, in a situation like this, you almost want to release the pressure a little bit. Let them base out and feel like they're moving. And then you can get that second hook in and go back into your choke. It's tough because you don't want to let anything go. You don't want to give up an inch, but sometimes giving up that inch gets you exactly where you want to be.
Certainly, and just talking about the squeeze factor too. If you're squeezing when you don't really have it at that
Forearm.
angle, especially these guys being younger in their journey, sometimes managing that exertion.
There we
is
go.
definitely a
We got
factor.
the body triangle in. The choke is not under the chin, but
It is
it's
working
starting
under
to
there
creep
now.
under there now.
Starting to creep, starting to see the breathing pattern change, and a little bit of
Oh.
distress on the face.
Seeing a
of
purple
Bauer.
face. There's
He
the
gets the
tap.
And your winner, coming out of the blue corner, we have Michael Venzor, Ortiz.
There we go. Mr. Ortiz with the rear naked choke victory. Great match from both competitors. Hell of an experience all the way around. These are things that they're going to bring with them into their jiu-jitsu careers.
Portion of our card here. Now, for the next matchup, making their way to the DCL, we have Lexi Dudley.
There we go. Lex Dudley making her way into the cage from 719 BJJ. Our first women's bout of the day. Always a big fan of the women's bouts. They do not mess around and they get right to business. Here we go. Olivia Romero. Olivia Romero making her way into the cage now. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. That's your in-cage mic.
Ah, gotcha.
We get two mics, so you gotta get two paychecks.
Hey, I'll take a third one if it means some more ends.
You need another mic? There we go, and we are off.
Quick with the hand tie or the hand fight here between these two ladies.
Little tie plum. Oh my. I don't know what happened with that exchange.
Yeah, I mean, Dudley just kind of backed off instead of pursuing.
Your opponent's on the ground, and jiu-jitsu is kind of where you want to be.
Maybe didn't like the scramble. I don't know. Tough to call, right?
Yeah, I mean, we weren't in there. Really easy to play Monday morning quarterback.
Dudley in the black and white with Romero with the black and green.
Here we are. Same side collar tie, which is a little different than what we're used to. There we go. Switched it up. I think we could see a little duck under or an arm drag would really put one of these ladies in a great position with as hard as they're leaning
See
forward.
something.
Yeah.
We're getting through about halfway into this round of regulation here. Just doesn't leave you a whole lot of time to start to work on any sort of setups once you get to
Once you get to the ground.
And then in turn, there hasn't been a whole lot of activity for Mr. Gummerson to score.
A lot of pushy. Oh, you could have gone body lock right there. A little aggression from Lexi probably go a long way right now.
Certainly. I mean, a lot of pressure and
Back trip. Back trip straight inside the. Oh, we got a triangle hooked up.
Triangle being thrown up right now. Olivia does have an arm inside. Does have both arms inside, I should say. Giving a little bit
She's
of
in good
space.
shape, and she's clear of that. Right into.
Passes.
Whoa, she was in topside control for a second, but the
Quick scramble from
replacement.
Lexi. Olivia should look to try to smash pass over to that right side.
Yeah, you've got that left leg folded inside. You could smash and roll there pretty good. There she goes. She went a little too far over the top. Got up in a little leg entanglement for a moment.
Couple 3 yards in a cloud of dust scrambles here.
Let's see what we can get. That choke's not going to do much for Lexi on a cross-body situation.
Now that if you're Olivia, you can gable grip your hands, and you could start to go Von Flue.
Von
potentially.
Flue would be right there.
Especially with the head being right next to the dead space of the cage, you can walk her a little bit that direction and start to
Yeah, if
work
you
for
could-
that pressure choke.
If she could jack her forward just a little bit. All right, Lexi has let go of that choke, realizing that it probably wasn't going to get her where she wanted to be. Olivia in 3/4 mount. Is that what I see?
Looks to be the case here as the far side leg stapled.
Yep. Well, she's keeping all the action on the head. She could reach over with her right ankle and pull her left foot through to become free to go to mount. But she looks pretty comfortable. See, it would have served her well there. She would have been on the outside. But I know it's going to be uncomfortable, but Lexi could switch hips here. It'd really help her out a lot.
Certainly. Switch, go back to the other side. I mean, you got to start rocking the boat a little
Yeah,
bit.
you got to be moving,
back and forth,
creating
back
some
and forth, trying to
space,
create.
give yourself some room. Locking that ankle down from the bottom is not doing anything for her. And now Olivia slipped out to full mount. She's got that grapevine thing.
And this one's going to be a tough one to judge, just simply because, I don't know if that triangle attempt that was thrown up, it wasn't really a serious attempt, or it wasn't really a serious.
But it was
threat to
also
finish.
off the takedown of Olivia, who then
Right.
quickly escaped that triangle. And now she is in top mount with she's working for
Was working for that triangle
Looks like
instead
a-
of just a second ago. Now looking
arm
for
triangle.
a
Now she's looking for
key
a
lock.
little Kimura grip. Oh, Lexi said, get out of there.
Let's
Right as the-
let's scramble at the bell.
Yeah, let the horn go.
So now, folks, we move into our first overtime period of the day in CJJC. We have 2 1-minute overtime periods. Each opponent is going to have the opportunity to start from each other's back.
The unique thing about overtime in CJJC is that the action that happens in overtime, if no one submits, means nothing to the match, and the referee, Mr. Gummerson, will judge it based on the round of true grapple.
Now, that was
a lot
smart
of
right
words.
away from Olivia to pull down to where the top side arm wasn't in position to choke right away.
Yeah. You definitely do not. I mean, the body triangle's bad, but not protecting your neck is fatal, or at least it'll make you sleepy.
Lexi Dudley fishing for that prank here, but Olivia
You
fighting
can
that
see,
arm.
you can see Lexi was squeezing with all her might. I could see her ponytail shaking.
Yeah, and it's that single arm choke, right? Which
Yeah.
is not the highest of percentages, but you can definitely make it really nasty.
Sure. I mean, it'd be really nice to be able to at least switch over and get a gable grip and put a little more pressure into it. But oh, she's got the choke on.
Starting to work for the choke arm
Oh,
right
she-
as time
right.
expires.
Ooh. She worked it under. No diggity. All right, so we will have the full 1 minute.
So an attack right away on the throat by Olivia. Olivia
Oh,
gets
there's
the
the tap right there. That was quick. All right, Mr. Kurtz will make his way into the cage, but here's Mr. Gummerson.
And your winner by rear-ending champion overtime, Olivia Romero.
There we go. Olivia Romero with an overtime victory. Got to protect that neck. Can't go to sleep.
And making his way to the red corner, sponsored by Castillo, we have Rodriguez.
There we go. Mr. Rodriguez making his way to the cage. And now we have walkout music. This is a party now. Mr. Paparocki, how you doing, sir?
And now, making his way to the Skin Shield Pro Blue Corner, we have Jorge Smiley Venzor.
Jorge Venzor making his way out of Factory X. I'm over here playing Contra on the soundboard, trying to get the right combination for us. I got up, down, start, select. I forgot the AB.
Hey, as long as you got the cheat code, keep it running, my man.
There we go. And we are off.
The hand fighting going on here. I do have to feel a little bit for Venzor in the process. This is the second opponent in a row that's missed weight.
Oh. Missing weight in a jiu-jitsu matches.
Yeah, you know, George is a good sport. He was a gamer and wasn't going to go nickel it.
I mean, we grapple all week long in the gym and don't step on a scale, so.
Right.
You also don't want to give up an advantage.
It's just more, it's a principle thing.
Sure.
Right? Like, he's like, hey, well, I made the agreement.
Yeah. Contract is contract. They don't pay you to fight, they pay you to make weight.
Rodriguez is also a veteran, though, of CJJC. So he's got some seasoning to his cast iron just the same.
He's keeping that shoulder buried right in the chin. Oh, he was in a good spot. Ooh. Rolled through.
And Venzor is a strong kid, but I don't think he has much with his choke here. Unless he's got that underarm weave through for that reverse Ezekiel. But
It looked like
quickly
he was
stopped.
trying, but it got that stuff there.
Rodriguez looking to pass here from that butterfly position.
A lot of times, whoa, well, Venzor said, I'll just go ahead and stand up.
Yeah, you know, I think he doesn't like being in that bottom position if he doesn't have to be.
Guillotine.
Now,
If he can get those hips in.
Fence.
I think he's only got one arm.
Now, if he's going to stay standing, I'd like to see him switch to a little bit more of the 10-finger variety and put Rodriguez's head in the center of his chest while he hips in. Either that or
uncomfortable.
work a snap down.
Yeah, snap down to front headlock would have been a great spot. Gives you opportunities to take it back.
Especially just because you're dealing with a leverage difference. You know, when Rodriguez can start standing taller, that's going to decrease the strength of that grip that you have.
There he goes, right back into the guillotine. Standing up with it. Got his hips in pretty good. Oh, now he's going to want to
jump to the wrong hip.
Man. Feet down and shrimp over a little bit. Get that hip on the outside. You're going to have a lot better chance.
Yeah, and some of that's, you know, just a little bit of early grappling, right?
Right.
You know, when he jumped it, he should have went to the other hip.
Yeah, you got to go and land hip side instead of straight on his back. But kind of is what it is at this point.
But what I do like seeing, though, is he's a lot more aggressive in this outing so far. George is, and that's what's kind of been what's held him back in his last couple of outings is just a lack of taking risks. Well, I like to see that he's at least taken some risks here in the process this time and not leaving it up to chance.
Well, and I mean, that's the name of the game here at CJJC. It is a submission-only match. You're not going to win by points. In my opinion, which I've stated many times before, if you leave it up to Mr. Gummerson, you both lost. Unpopular opinion sometimes, but
Yeah, I'll let you run with that one.
yeah, submission only is submission only.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that you can't just play a points game.
Right.
You know, you do see that with some other rule sets out there where guys just play the game or you can't start scoring until a certain timeline within the given format. So you see stalls happen for 2-3 minutes of a match before they really start to go for anything. Here, it's all gas, no brakes right away if you want it to be. It all matters.
Venzor made his way to mount. Going to want to see him get those hips heavy, though, or else he's going to get swept right away.
As soon as you were starting to say it.
Yeah. He's done well from that bottom position, throwing up the triangle attempts. With those shorter legs, short, thick legs, he's really got to cut that angle, and that's been kind of the detriment of that for him.
Correct. Yeah, and throw it up on the right side right away. You know, I mean, sometimes you're just trying to let that figure four get there, whichever entanglement that you can. But the more that you can get it to that right,
you got to get off that side angle. Short legs throwing a triangle up from the middle is.
You're already at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, you're fighting a losing battle at that point. But when you can get short legs and a body triangle like that right there, it will get tight quick.
George is starting to creep that right arm underneath, working on the strong face crank to start.
Swim it through. See if you can get a regrip.
But attacking and scooping
He
through
is
both
on that
sides.
jaw, that is for sure.
And he gets the tap.
The best way to describe that feeling right there is if you've ever accidentally bumped your jaw on something and you couldn't chew right for the next 3 days, it felt like your jaw was just offset. That's what that chin crank feels like, and that's why you see people tap.
So now, folks, this is important to note that we do offer the rebuttal. So it is, if Johnny is able to complete the submission faster than what George was, he does end up winning this match. So just to explain that, because we had overtime last match, but there wasn't a submission through the first period of it.
Excellent explanation. And yes, the clock starts with the amount of time that the initial submission happened.
Correct.
Which makes it a really good idea to submit early. Give them less time to work. Rodriguez is so long. Oh.
And it looks like Jorge Venzor is going to lock up his first victory here today in the CJJC Cage.
As long as he can maintain.
Yeah, going to be
He
tough
doesn't have to
tough
do
for Rodriguez
anything.
to work for a sub right now in full guard at this point.
Venzor had to do nothing except for survive.
The winner by submission in overtime.
Jorge Venzor with a nice victory in overtime. We'll move on now to match number 5, 130-pound no-gi match.
All right, folks, who's ready for the next 10? Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we do have our graphic for the checks, so we'll place all around here in the crowd. Be on the lookout for that. But without further ado, on to Make their way to the PCL corner. We have Cam Santos.
Cam Santos out of Catalyst Jiu-Jitsu. If you've watched CJJC before, you will know that there is a story tradition behind Catalyst being competitors in the CJJC Cage. They show up early and they show up often.
Their way to the CXL Pro Pool. Martin, the honey catcher.
All right. Martin Arenas making his way to the cage now out of Factory X MMA.
I bet you got it. Don't know there's so many players hating me. Just trying to sound like that. Say they really want to put they don't play to the next. If you see me, and let me down. Something that they didn't finally free me. I got it down, man, and niggas that they talking about. If the motherfuckers stop, we dead fine. Until I got to get it.
Those kids coming out to that their rap music.
Says the guy when I walked into his house 3 weeks ago was bumping Tupac.
That did happen. All right, here we
Fast
go.
start right away for Arenas. Both of these guys veterans of the CJJC Cage.
Do you remember when you were 130 pounds?
6th grade.
I remember when I had less than 30% body fat. I could have gotten in there with no shirt on either.
One thing that Martin said that he wanted to work on a lot more with this time out to the CJJC Cage is managing his emotions.
We do remember the CJJC 28. There was definitely high emotions, and Mr. Arenas got himself a little bit worked up.
Yeah, you know, I think that that's a thing that a lot of competitors out there have to be able to figure out how to blend, how to manage, you know, whether it's the emotions, the energy, the adrenaline, all of those things combined, especially if you've got a little bit of a chippy wild side too. You've got to keep that kind
Oh,
of
nice single leg snatch.
kind of in tow, but especially against an experienced guy the way that Cam Santos is, man, this kid is not wasting any time off of that single leg trying to pass now.
And he was stalking that single leg, and as soon as that opportunity arose, so fast.
Let's move it over into that mount really quickly now, looking for a topside guillotine potentially.
Now he's
Now
Key lock.
funneling for
creeping it up there. Think he can walk that? Oh, we're going to go Americana. Their hands switched so fast, I didn't know who grabbed who.
Yeah, it was great awareness for Martin from the bottom side to recognize that
Yeah.
he was in definite danger of that Americana submission.
Yeah, it was about to happen. It's one of my very favorite combinations is to work back and forth between that Americana and the arm triangle. They're so they open the door both ways, and you like to see that happen, but it's real tough to do, you know, with a wiry opponent like that that's so quick on the turn.
Absolutely.
Man, Campos is so long, but it's so agile at the same time.
Yeah, and that was a lot of work from Arenas to be able to work himself up from the bottom there.
Right. He did spend some time in danger, but he worked out of it very intelligently. And at this point, he has. This is exactly kind of the situation that we saw last time with Arenas, where he got a little upset and started pawing
It's a
at the
lap drop.
face.
We haven't seen a lat drop in quite some
We
time.
have not. Like that. Little vision quest going on.
Take some chances. I like to see it. Santos trying to work to a high guard.
I'm glad that Arenas seems to have kind of recomposed and is back in. It seemed as though last time he was in the cage, when things started to get chippy, he kind of
Reverted to the C-Red. Oh, and now we have a triangle being thrown up right now, but you have both arms still in.
and no angle.
Arenas now Arenas going for the arm lock. Cameron Santos has Arenas in trouble.
We've got the triangle and looks like he's got, is that Kimura up top? I can't see that far side. Oh, he got that
He gets the
pass.
submission. Americana in the triangle.
Yep. Cameron Santos with the mounted triangle Americana finish. A lot of words. Great match. Very explosive from both competitors. Jason the Villain Gillian out of Bang Muay Thai. Making his way into the cage now. This is a 185-pound blue belt match in the gi. The first time we're going to see the pajamas today. Changes things ever so much. Jordan locked himself in the cage by himself. That's an easy match to win. There we go. Jason Gillian in the lime green gi. He'll be easy to see. Muniz making his way to the cage now out of New Era Jiu-Jitsu. Mr. Gillian stopping by to let us know that he is the villain. He's the villain Gillian. I think he said write that down, fold it up, put it in your pocket so you can remember it later. Well, Mr. Kurtz, this is our first gi match of the day.
Yeah, it gives us a little bit of variety out there.
A little slap and bump to start. Here we go. Is that D'Anthony over there in the corner of Muniz?
That is.
Future's so bright, he's got to wear shades, huh?
Oh, yeah. Big brother out there in main event. Excuse me, co-main event. Looking for a collar choke right away. We have from Dom to Jason the Villain Gillian. Jason in that bright green gi.
Throwing the muffler on while he's trying to readjust and get those grips.
For a
Almost a
bow
bow and arrow from top. That would have been slick.
Relentless attacks right away, though, from the New Era Jiu-Jitsu product.
Yes. Was it the big little brother?
Something like that.
Little big how does that go? But he is constantly attacking.
Heavy with the pressure right here up against the fence.
Yes. See if the villain can change the action and get himself into a control situation. But up to this point, Dom has been directing the band right back on that neck. Everywhere he goes, he is on that neck. Constantly giving the villain something to think about.
Yeah, and super crafty with all of his lapel grabs
Wow.
and grips.
Man, I am glad that I retired from jiu-jitsu when I did. These kids are just getting so slick. Oh, a little leg entanglement almost. Muniz right back, jumps back every single time, finds an opening and gets himself back into a great position.
Find himself right back on the top. I mean, looking again for the bow and arrow.
Oh, there's the tap. Where is the tap? Wow, that went quick. Mr. Kurtz making his way into the cage for the formal announcement.
And here's everybody going over to at the blue line.
That was a very crafty bow and arrow. Man, these kids are getting good. New Era Jiu-Jitsu product from Professor Matt Sierra.
Who's ready for the next match? And making our way to the PCL, ready for the attack. We're talking chicken.
All right. Match number 7 of the day, 185-pound no-gi match. We got Ricardo Tricky Ricky Padilla in the cage. Travis Rice now making his way to the cage out of Easton Training Center. If you're coming in the cage with it, you got to walk it out. Tricky Ricky and Travis Rice.
Tricky Ricky with the blue, white, and purple rash guard. Travis Rice with the black and gray.
Right back on that guillotine. It's been a very popular position today. Oh, he's going to want to. even if the choke isn't really doing much, having Ricky carry him in that bent over position is so taxing on the body.
It's taxing on both sides though too, because you're squeezing and holding on
And
at
holding
the same
on,
time.
right. Yeah, you've got to make sure that, oh,
Did he get the submission?
he did.
Got the submission by Travis Rice.
Very quick in and out by Mr. Travis Rice. Very nice.
That brings us to our next matchup. This is the a 135-pound no match. Making his way to the DCL in right corner. We have Mendoza.
There we go, 135-pound no-gi match. Ray Mendoza out of DCO MMA making his way. Mr. Zamora, Junior Zamora, making his way to the cage out of high altitude martial arts. Supporting the Avalanche on his way to the cage. You got me dancing in my chair today. Don't blink, you might miss something. Look at this. This match is no shirt, no shoes, no service. Let's go.
All right there, Kenny Chesney. Zamora had a very quick leg lock finish in his last outing with us that was in the gi, but this is definitely a kid who comes out here with a game plan.
He would rather just start on the ground. Let's get rid of all the formalities of a takedown, and we'll just start down here.
Ray certainly with a lot more of a wrestle-heavy approach in his game. He's a veteran of the CJJC Cage as well. I'm not surprised to see that top aggression coming from him, and Zamora on his end saying, hey, I'm not going to try to out-wrestle a wrestler.
Right? What's the sense of putting myself in a bad position when I can just start where I like to be? Trying to pick those ankles and throw them to the side so he can make a positive entry.
Attempt on the Imanori roll here. Ray listening to the coaching from Donovan Alirez right over in his corner.
In a submission-only match, close guard is a tough place to play
It is.
on both sides.
You know, you're seeing a lower and lower percentage of submissions in competition going from that person working from the bottom and from the top. There's really not much that you can do until you can start to find a passing opportunity.
No, and if both players are willing to spend much more time inside the closed guard, we may need a clergyman in here.
Yep. Might need to consummate it.
Just saying.
Zamora going back after the leg, a little bit deeper of an entry here.
Toe hold.
Gets a submission by toe hold.
That could leave a mark.
Here, winner, coming out of the Castillo corner, winner by toe, Junior.
There we go. Junior Zamora with the toe hold. If he wasn't inverted, he wasn't playing today, and it ended up in a great spot for him. £150 nogi match. Ayasu Seifu out of AMAG, making his way to the cage.
Niggas been counting me out, but counting my bullets, I'm loading my clips, I'm writing down names, I'm making the links, I'm checking it twice, and I'm giving you shit. The bitch with the dying, the bitch is lit, the difference are talents, I'm back on my shit, the Dudley is dirty, my sneakers is dirty, but that's how I like it, you up on my dick, I'm all in my bag, the talk is the kid, I do not throw powder, I might take a chip, I might hit the blunt, but I'm not gonna chip, I ain't got no difference, you foolish, you miss, I roll with some things, I love them to death, I got it for you, but not all of them bitch, but we is the bread, my niggas is dope, okay, but judging my niggas is shit.
Eddie Castillo making his way to the cage now out of pound for pound Muay Thai. If abs are made in the kitchen, I need to start eating at Mr. Castillo's house.
Yeah, that's it's definitely some clean dieting in the process there. You know, we could all use a little benefit from that.
I don't know what that is.
I mean, you're the DoorDash master.
Where did cupcakes land on a clean dieting situation?
Right
Oh,
underneath
God
the
dang, it is a
standing
day of guillotines,
The standing guillotine is fierce right now up against the fence.
and there's no sweat to slip your head out. I mean, he's in a bad spot.
Yeah, it's a bad, nasty frame right here up against the fence.
The farther he can get his hips into that, the faster that choke will finish. Otherwise, we're going to have some really burnout forearms in a second. If he could push that choking elbow a little farther under the chin, right now we've got a decent gap.
He
Oh,
it
he
into
switched it.
choke.
He switched it.
Now that's dangerous.
Oh, wow.
Man, what a
I
Brazilian.
did not see that one coming free. That was disgusting.
Crazy heart from Eddie Castillo to be able to get out of that choke.
You've got to be slightly concerned for the forearms of Mr. Seifu.
Definitely. I mean, hey, I'm concerned for the forearms right now, but I'm also concerned of, is Castillo going to be able to turn side to side in the next couple of days? That's one of those free chiropractic adjustment type of squeezes up against the fence.
Yeah, but it's the wrong kind of adjustment.
Yeah,
It takes away range of motion later.
yeah, you got to go and get an actual
Yeah.
adjustment for the adjustment.
My gosh. Seifu he's got the heel behind right now. If he could start widening the stance, really going to put him in a much better situation to step through.
Just keep on scraping and
There-
widening the base.
Yeah. Oh, right back on that neck, too. Right back on it.
Instructions from Brian Eastman to hit the snap down. Castillo able to free his head, though, from danger prior to the attack.
Oh, wow. A rethrow?
Yeah, a little bit of guard pull in the action, too. I think that Castillo thought that he might have been able to catch an arm inside of that guard lockup. He's fishing for a triangle right away.
Fast with those legs.
Working over into an omoplata.
Omoplata.
tie-up.
Yeah, he's in a really great spot there.
If nothing else, it's helping him work up from the bottom position. But Yasa able to sniff that out and stop it.
Just relentless pressure.
Tremendous top control here. from
Absolutely.
Yasa.
I'm guessing the game plan from Seifu is to choke his neck a lot.
You know, you venture to say that that would be the quest from his initial.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing, purely guessing here, but it appeared to me like his whole mission today would be to get on that neck.
Grab a neck, cash check.
There we go.
Final seconds here. Of
He said, "You got
regulation.
30 seconds." Yeah, I said, "Say no more. I got stuff to do." There's the pass. Oh, no, quickly replacing. I really wish we could have seen a little more from Castillo in this competition round. I know he's got a lot of jiu-jitsu in there. He just unfortunately could not get himself in a position of control. But the good news for him,
He's got 60 seconds to try to be able to right the ship.
there we go. You ever fight for your right?
Too many times in my early 20s.
Oof.
Good old Fort Fun, baby. First overtime, you have Yasa starting on the back of Castillo.
Quickly with the body triangle. He's on the chin real hard. Unfortunately, he's off to the side. You'd like to see him make his way to mount and start looking for a different opportunity.
As soon as you said it.
Yeah. Choking from the side is very difficult. Man, he is just living on that neck, huh?
Trying to make a living from that spot. I mean, the arm was isolated too. There was a couple of attacks that he had open. But one way or the other, a strong showing for Seifu in the process.
Oh, he's looking for mounted triangle. He's looking for, there he is, mounted triangle. Now let's see what he does with it. Is he going to attack the arm? Oh,
and
no.
ran out of time to be able to secure that in. But again, hey, I do believe that Castillo has to absolutely find a finish here in this period.
Yes, I mean, again, like I said, Castillo unfortunately could not get himself in position of control during the regulation round. Fortunately for him, he did not get submitted. So now it's all up to him to win.
And tremendous defense the entire, I mean, especially against a couple of, oh shit, that's deep type of
Yeah,
jumps.
I was tapping.
You don't get points for defense, unfortunately.
Yeah, with bad defense, all you end up with is more kids.
That is Trevor O'Connor, ladies and gentlemen.
Get on that neck. Get on that neck.
We could keep the gag running the entire time.
I'm just here to do commentary, man. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth.
That's pretty deep, but strong work on the top arm.
Oh my. And this match will come down to Mr. Gummerson making the decision. You'd never want to leave it in the hands of the judges. But I think this one is kind of cut and dry.
By decision, coming out of the BC on the main red corner, he got
Making his way to the cage out of Flow State Jiu-Jitsu. This is a 140-pound no-gi match. And out of New Era Jiu-Jitsu, Jesse Fabiano making his way to the cage. Welcome back.
Yes, sir. Man, I am so excited for this matchup here that we have in the main event of our co-main. First, we have our preliminary card. This young man right here that we have, Jesse Fabiano. This kid is a problem. Porter, also a veteran of the CJJC Cage. This kid is highly skilled as well, but man, I think Fabiano is one of the bright blue chip prospects that we have here on the scene.
I'm not sure if it was the plan, but we ended up on the ground quick.
Fast pace for these two young grapplers. You know, these guys being teenagers, they're just so ridiculously skilled.
There's that cartwheel entry.
Scramble right away on top to get to the front headlock position by Porter.
That was a slick little hip corkscrew from Porter out the back door.
Porter representing Flow State, rocking the black and blue rash guard. Fabiano in that new era, black and red. And an armbar attempt here from Porter. Right away
Also
into
on
a
the
leg
leg.
entanglement. Relentless attacks here from Porter.
Very comfortable from the bottom and just looking to attack from any opportunity. Doesn't matter what limb's available.
And an immediate arm in attack coming from Fabiano.
Really like to see Fabiano pop free of that and get to side control if you're going to work on that choke. Well, there we go. I guess Innan did not like where he ended up, so he's going to stand up and try it again. Front headlock
Circles to the back.
and top side. Little neon belly.
Working on the grip on that armbar initially.
Slides back off into side control. Porter's got those frames in, pumping those hips, trying to create some space to get himself right back out.
One thing that's impressive with both of these guys though so far is they haven't overcommitted to something.
No, if it's not there, they've just backed out and they're going to take another shot at it. Both players so flexible and so fast.
Yeah, a little loose on that armbar drop.
Yeah, he jumped it. He just jumped it real far.
That's something though that Porter's going to have to keep in mind though now as he tries to defend from that bottom spot, extending that inside arm.
Right. Top mount, but Porter said, nope, ejecto seat. But man, Fabiano's so fast. Right back on the neck. I mean, immediately jumped right back on.
Crazy creating pressure from this north-south position.
Porter's in a bit of trouble right here. This is a tough spot. And again, Fabiano not married to the situation. Didn't feel it was going to end it, so he's going to move out of that.
Now
He's going to re-cinch.
Opportunity. Wise to it is Porter from the bottom, creating some space at the hips.
Porter's very slick in using those legs from any position to create space for himself. Trying to get a spot to open up and just get a little bit of breathing room.
Man, though, the way that we're seeing just the lower forearm bones create some difficult angles and disruptive breathing on the top here from Fabiano. That may not find a finish from here, but is it uncomfortable? Abso-freaking-lutely.
And it doesn't look, I mean, Porter's not burning a lot of energy trying to make room that isn't there, finding a place to get comfortable enough to build some energy to get ready for a hip explosion. And the same thing with Fabiano. He's not married to the submission. He's in a great spot, but he's not overcommitted to it to the point where he's just going to, blow the wad early and end up, on the wrong side of a situation.
Hey, tough for them teenagers to control it.
There's the tap. Fabiano working the entire time on that neck. Every opportunity he got, finally found a way to take up the space. Porter working hard the entire way as well. Gummerson will call the combatants to the center, and Jordan Kurtz will make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, show it here for you. We do start at 50 graphics so long. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the next round. Grab action with that A card.
All right, guys, we are going to take a brief intermission, and we will be right back with the main card. Alexa Johnson making her way to the cage now in our main event, 150-pound no-gi match.
Bogey matchup brought to you by the innovative One by Mile Ice Sports. Making their way to Skin Show Blue Card, we have Samantha Sparks.
There we go, Samantha Sparks out of Evergreen Jiu-Jitsu and the Grapple House making her way to the cage now. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. We got a girl fight on our hands right now.
Alexa Johnson in the pink shorts and purple shirt. That sounds weird. We'll go with rash guard. Samantha
Aggressive
Sparks.
approach from each side.
Yes. It has been impressive all day how many competitors have immediately been on that neck.
Oh, front headlock series for days today at CJJC 29.
Was there a seminar I didn't get to go to?
Might have possibly been, you know. But on a serious note, I want to just give a shout out to the Grapple House crew. I think that them being a newer gym on the scene or a newer academy, they've definitely made some waves here within the grappling world. As far as Denver scene, I believe that they've got one of the premier open mats every single Sunday. You know, Coach Boris and Gigi over there, Professor Boris, I should say, do a tremendous job of just creating a great atmosphere in Littleton for some of the best grapplers to come in and roll every Sunday.
And Samantha Sparks is doing an incredible job of working on the neck of Alexa Johnson. She's got the body triangle in, and she has been fishing to get under that chin from the moment they got there.
You know, one thing that we know about Herculex, though, is she is tough. I mean, she's going to be very strong and sound defensively. She had a very tough outing in her last matchup, an extremely difficult and tough opponent, and she was able to take that one all the way to the final bell against Alexandra. You know, I think that she's going to have to work through some storm positions right now, but as we saw in her last matchup, you can never count her out. She's going to keep on rallying all the way until the final bell.
Absolutely. I love the way she keeps switching sides. I want to see her start to get those shoulders down towards the mat, or at least with Sparks riding just a little bit high, if she could get straight squared up again and start digging her heels in and pulling herself down away from that choke, it would probably open up a lot more possibilities for an escape. But in the position she's in right now, she's dealing with that forearm across the jaw.
Yeah, it's a very tough position right now. I mean, that hand is looking like it's almost creeping toward the tap, but I would like to see her start to try to fight that top hand.
There we go.
Yes, fight the top hand.
As
scrape
you
the
wish.
Shoulders.
There you go. Shoulders to the mat, pulling yourself away. Is there a speaker in the cage?
There must be. It's like playing a video game, right?
Sparks recovers so well. Alexa's either got to make her way out the back door or possibly tripod up and shake and try to get Sparks to fall off the top.
So
because
tripod.
Yeah, living right there is just, I mean, we're talking about danger after danger. Well, I mean, we're away from the rear naked choke danger. That's the good news.
Yeah, and we're on a hip.
That's also.
But a great recovery and re-attack from Sparks in the process. Sparks right back on the rear naked choke attempt. Not really threatening it with imminent danger right now, but certainly not a comfortable spot for Lex Johnson.
And Samantha Sparks just so intelligent and not burning up energy. Every time Alexa gets her chin down and out, she allows it to happen, readjusts her grip, and just works into something new. I wish at any point in my jiu-jitsu career I could have been as patient.
Gotta be like water, Sean. Be like water. Big bump and bridge, roll back into the full guard for Hercules Johnson.
There's water in Monster, right?
A triple.
That's all you need. All right, Alexa Johnson needs to start making something happen. She is in the top position inside the guard of Samantha Sparks, but without some urgency, it's going to kind of be for naught. Coach asking her to put her in the dead spot so she can't work away from her, and she's right on it.
Starting to try to smash toward the right side for a pass opportunity, but
Yep.
you also see a leg going, or excuse me, an arm dipping underneath Alexa's legs.
Yeah.
Possible sweep opportunity, but not with enough time on the clock. That wraps it up for our 1 round of regulation. We'll see who starts on the back first. Johnson taking the back of Sparks to start off overtime.
Emerson says, let's go. We've got 1 minute in overtime for Alexa Johnson to attempt to submit Samantha Sparks. I mean, it could turn into a sweep and a submit the other way, but
1 minute is such a small.
it is positioned to give that person on the back the opportunity for a submission. But there will be a rebuttal round where Samantha Sparks then gets to start on the back herself.
Free from the rear naked choke danger. It's just going to come down to now, if this expires through both periods of overtime, who did enough during that regulation period, or will Samantha Sparks be able to find a finish once she has a chance to take the back?
Confused? You won't be
Yeah.
after this episode of Soap. All right, they're going to switch it up now. Let's see what Samantha Sparks has to say in her control position of the overtime. Immediately scooted her hips forward.
Boot, scoot, and boogie.
Yeah. Working on that body triangle.
Recollecting and scooping with the choke here, but Alexa Johnson doing a good job of trying to scrape her shoulders and get flat to
Yep.
the mat.
The faster you can get your shoulders flat to the mat, the more options you have as far as eluding a submission or possibly switching your hips and getting on top.
And just as soon as you said it, there has to be that speaker.
There has to be something going on today. Now, if you're Samantha Sparks, do you just hold on? Feel like you've done enough?
I don't think you can rest on your laurels. I think you still have to go for a sprint. You never know what the judging is going to decide.
Kill or be killed.
And that wraps it up for OT there. We'll see what the decision is for Paul Gummerson.
And your winner, coming out of the blue corner, we have Sparks.
And there we go. Mr. Jordan Kurtz makes it official. Samantha Sparks did enough in Mr. Gummerson's eyes for the victory.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Samantha Sparks. How do you feel? I mean, full period of regulation, back, forth, and overtime. what was some of the preparation? How did that look for you coming into this matchup? And who do you want to give a shout out to? And there you have it right there, folks. $6 for Samantha Sparks.
There we go. Miss Samantha Sparks leaving with the victory today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the second matchup of our main card is brought to you today by Castillo Pro, making his way to the DCL in the main red corner for this 175-pound no-gi matchup. We have Alirez.
All right, guys. Zeke the Freak Alirez from DCO MMA making his way to the cage now for a 175-pound no-gi match.
Making his way to the Skin Shield Pro blue corner, we have Talami Scott.
All right, Talani Scott making his way to the cage to meet with Mr. Alirez. Like the last knee bender in the corner, Mr. Scott. And we are off. Lyra's with the collar tie.
Not surprised at all to see that approach coming from the wrestler, the way that, hey, that's a family with a great deal of combat sports experience, period, with the Alirez clan.
Yeah. They were born for it and into it.
Absolutely.
Little snap down. See if we can get that back trick.
Big back return by Alirez.
He's kind enough to return him to the mat in his own corner. Going to expect a pretty heavy ride from Alirez here, where he gets that top control. He's going to make Scott carry his weight for as long as he possibly can.
Yeah, and when you have a wrestler who has strong hips like that, that's suffocating type of pressure coming from the top.
Very Rihanna-esque.
No Chris Brown.
Scott making his way back up to his feet. We'll take the victories where we can get them. Oh!
Quick with the duck. Just great timing.
I believe they were both shooting.
Yeah, it just so happened to be the duck style shot worked perfectly with the shot that Scott.
Reminded me of that scene in Top Gun. Where'd he go? Where'd who go?
Might be aging yourself a little bit with
Sorry
that one,
about
Ross.
that. Top Gun was the movie before Top Gun Maverick that you kids saw.
Oh, I didn't see either one.
Alirez really heavy on the choke right now. There's
And he
the
gets
tap.
the tap.
as to be expected from Mr. Alirez.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking forward here to see it. See, how you doing? It's been a little bit just to see you here in action. How does it feel being back after a long time away? Body back right. What can we see from next?
Yeah, I feel great, man. I kind of feel like it's last summer. So, next up, I'll get in there and get it. I'll go. Knock something out there. Let's do this.
What do you want to shout out to?
Shout out to my team, cousin Andrew, my brother Connor, DCO, man. Team Alirez in the house, baby. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's supposed to see the free Alirez.
Good to see Mr. Alirez back in competition.
All right, folks, our next match is going down in the heat at 165 pounds. Making his way to the GCO in the red corner. This match is brought to you by the Mad Max Podcast. We have Kyle, the Cobra, Kirk.
All right, Kyle Kirk making his way to the cage for a 165-pound purple belt gi match. Back in the pajamas we go.
NYPD, you motherfucking snitch, huh? NYPD, LAPD, NYPD. Niggas wanna shine like me, rap like me. They don't walk around with a 9 like me. They don't wanna do a 3 to 9 like me.
The part of the Skid Show Pro Blue Corner. Josiah, the Ghost, Garcia.
All right, Fulcrum Jiu-Jitsu's Josiah Garcia in the white gi.
We have last call, the 50-50 raffle. Last call, the 50-50 raffle.
All right, Kyle Kirk in the black gi, Josiah Garcia in the white gi. Let's see who can choke each other with their clothes the fastest.
Second competitor coming out today from Says MMA. Now, one thing that Josiah fancies him with is he is a signature specialist with a baseball bat choke. The kid has an incredible, I mean, almost like a dozen and a half competition-based tech subs from the baseball bat choke alone.
Pretty incredible.
They're both getting funky, both getting active with their collars and lapels.
Yep. Both of them working that low lapel. It's like spy versus spy in there.
And we have that start of that baseball bat choke.
Oh, this could be problems. This could definitely be problems. If he gets that pulled over, there could be a nap in our few. I think he's about to go out.
He's out.
He's out.
He's out.
He's out. Not sure that he's quite aware that he took a nap, but I think it's all coming back to him now.
And your winner, or when they baseball Metro, Josiah, the Coach, Garcia.
And as fast as we began,
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Garcia.
Jordan, I feel fantastic. What is he now? What is he? I'm orange. But Steven, I'm telling Yesterday, I'm getting baseball coach, and here we are. Thank you so much. Man, that's pretty much your signature submission. You had countless certified baseball bat chokes throughout the time. We called it on the broadcast saying, hey, be looking for this right away. Was that just something that you felt was everything you guys got entangled, or was that right away in the game plan as well? If you watch his last match, the opponent tried to baseball choke him, and I saw what he was doing, and it was at that moment that I knew I was the one to baseball choke him today. So I've been practicing that move for years. It's part of my signature now, and I'm just so glad to be able to show what my main coach has been able to create. Who do you want to give a shout out to? I want to shout out my coach Evan Barrett, Dudley, and Monica. Those people mean so much to me, and I wouldn't be here without them. So thank you so much, Evan. So much for me.
There we go, Josiah Garcia with that signature baseball bat choke.
After this next matchup, it's going down in the 110-pound no class. PCO MMA making her way to PCO MMA red corner. We have Laura Cotcher.
Laura Cotcher out of Flow State Jiu-Jitsu making her way to the cage now. And this, of course, will be a 110-pound no-gi match. Aisling Fletcher out of Onyx Jiu-Jitsu. Man, that's a hype. I want to walk out right now.
Yeah, I mean, talk about an ominous buildup. It's like some Viking war drums.
I don't think I would qualify for this walkout song. And we are off. Fletcher said, I'm just going to start down here. That could be a problem, though.
Pokes out the back.
Just keeping that lockdown on the inside leg of Laura Cotcher.
Fletcher with both Isaiah and Jesse Wright in the corner. Cotcher working on that front headlock series.
I need to know who put on the seminar,
Jump the Gilly.
because there is not a safe neck in this venue today. Let's not burn those arms. Oh, she said, eh. All I need is one arm.
Great job fighting the wrist by Aisling.
I keep hearing the whistles.
Yeah, people are
Ready for
getting a
that
little wild for
football.
the football game.
Yep. Isaiah asking to have her put over in the dead spot. I love that almost every time we come out, we get to talk about how great of a person Mr. Isaiah Wright is and all the things that he does. But right now, it's, I don't know that we can, use the shorts as an escape route, but
Hey, referee doesn't call it.
you get a warning for a reason, right?
First one is free. But heavy on the leg attack, looking for a knee bar now.
She had toe hold going for a minute, switched up. Oh, quick disengage.
Yeah, the knee line cleared. Don't want to spend too much
Nope.
time when it's not there.
For 110 pounders, these girls sure know how to use the pressure and the weight that they have to move where they need to be. Yet still moving like butterflies.
Floating through the air. Transition here with pass.
She got a little muffler going too. Starting to
Looking
gather
spider
that
walk
arm.
That arm.
Yeah.
And one thing that I always feel is important to point out once we get to the higher portions of these cards, Trevor, is we do see a lot more chess as opposed to checkers.
Absolutely. In the early part of the card, you see just, 100 miles an hour with their hair on fire going for broke. And as we get to the top end of the card, you start to see setups to get them where they want to go. And just because we see them flirting with something, it doesn't mean that that's what they want. It just means they want them thinking about it.
Looking to switch up to a potential toe hold right there. Yep. Bails once the balance was lost. Beautiful use of the butterfly.
I saw it right as it was about to happen. Because that's a lot better than seeing it right after it happened.
Very true.
Razor now in that top position, getting to do some work. Gathering the head. Let's see if she's going to start to creep up.
Final seconds here of this first period of regulation.
Pretty even. Fletcher always flirting with something, looking for something, even out of a not so great position, always hunting.
Super active with the hips from the bottom, scooting from side to side. And hey, as regulation ended, was able to find herself on top there from that turtle spot.
I don't know how that happened.
Back and forth, rocking the boat with the hips.
I guess round two.
Folks, give us a follow along online at the CJJC Cage. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you're interested in competing in future events, hit the website jujitsuclub.co, fill out an application. We'll be happy to get you in the mix if you're ready to compete.
If they have a chicken wing eating contest anytime soon, I'm in.
You know, you might do all right at that.
I've been in training just waiting.
You should do a Grapple Games Hot Ones. And I've seen a challenge going around on some of these social media pages where they eat either the crazy, what's the hot chip?
Oh, the one chip challenge chip?
Yeah, they do like one chip, and they take a white belt from the academy and one of the black belts, and the black belt has to eat the hot chip, and their goal is to still be able to submit the white belt.
Oh, I don't want any of that. I just want to eat the chicken wings.
And that is how you've reached retirement, folks.
Yes, sir. Lord Cotcher on top, but Fletcher is always flirting with something, whether top or bottom does not mean anything to her.
Yeah, and the way that she's got that arm entangled there, I mean, that could create a shoulder lock. It
Yeah.
could create that inside elbow pressure.
And it's just so uncomfortable.
Looking to start an armbar setup here.
And it puts, oh, she might get the triangle locked in there. I think she got that triangle. I do not know how.
Yeah, and almost an Americana inside of that triangle.
Yeah, she's got a lot going on.
Figure 4 entanglement is there. Now, if you're the Razor from the top position here.
That's what you got to do right there.
Exactly.
You got to sacrifice those ears for a moment.
But right back on the triangle attempt here.
Man, she is slick.
Switching to omoplata potentially. Right back on the triangle.
She's going to reach up to break the posture. Try to shove that triangle back through. If she gets on that head, this could be a problem. If she can get on that head and get, oh, she's locked now.
She's
All she needs,
inch-forming that triangle.
all she needs is an angle now.
That elbow being stiff into the hip region
It's helping.
is definitely helping create enough space to stay alive for now, for the time being. It's also a triangle, not a tri-straight, right? As far as where Ace is set up right now, it is directly in a linear path. She needs to get a little bit more perpendicular as she's
She
getting
did. Right there, she's working the arm though. When you have those so many options, she's looking to hook that other outside knee and try to pull that around to give her the hard angle.
Yeah, Laura's got to have a strong posture up. I mean, I feel like she's got to really
She's
go
got
for
it
broke
hooked. She's got the far leg hooked. It's going to be so hard to posture up.
Here comes, looks like there's
Oh, God.
almost a hand lift.
She talked herself out of it. This could be the end right here. No, we're going to armbar. Holy
armbar submission.
crap. She was hunting. She was hunting the whole way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner.
Switching, and then next right. Thank you.
What preparation for this match look like for you? Right there, but anybody else that's want to do this too? So there you go, right there, folks. Thanks again.
There we go. Aislinn Fletcher said it right. You don't got to get ready if you stay ready.
All right, folks, now we're going to announce our winner for our All right, our winner is number 27011. 27011. Everybody. And looks like somebody had a winner in the minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner.
There we go.
I just want to say thank you all so much for make sure that each all take the word. And there you go right there, folks. That is it. I want to say thank you all for supporting Big shout out to the Jefferson High School boys and girls resident program. Who's ready for the coaching event? Today is brought to you by this is 145 pound building matchup. Making its way to the DCL or
There we go. Maseo Collazo making his way out of student boxing. 145-pound no-gi matchup coming your way now.
Shorties love you when you try. My number 3 times you keep going. Whatever my niggas calling you calling. You always broke your big legs until you started. Every bitch you with that I can't lose falling.
the opponent making its way to the seats in the blue corner. Yes, yes.
There we go. Anthony Muniz making his way out of New Era Jiu-Jitsu. The ace is in the place. I'd like to say don't blink.
Yeah, this definitely has a potential for highlight reel type of finish. You know, D'Anthony is a young, very active competitor who's competed across multiple different rule sets and platforms. He's also one that is very crafty and creative when trying to find his entries and opportunities. This kid is a risk it for the biscuit type of style, and he's always chasing the finish.
He's the definition of CJJC. He goes for broke. He's going for the win. Win big or lose big. It's just going to be big.
And here he goes with the
Armbar.
Armbar right away in the first round for the ace, D'Anthony Muniz.
Anthony! Anthony!
All right, folks, so here to win the ACM. Now, in terms of preparation, you got to go through a cycle of different opponents. We've been actively competing out there as much as possible. What do you think of this matchup here for you? I mean, just hard work, business as usual, you know. Who else want to do the chat too? My team, Mendoza, Professor Matt Sierra, and my family. They want to help me get a touchdown. It's just like that, ladies and gentlemen. We're on to our main event of the night. Making its way to the DCL matchup brought to you by CJJC Cage. Bettis.
All right, our main event of the evening. Tyler the Choker Bettis out of Flow State Jiu-Jitsu.
And it's going to the Skin Shield Pro Blue Corner. We have Cotcher, Bichenov.
Are the Bichenov from High Altitude Martial Arts making his way to the gates for our main event of the evening. You ready for this?
And just like that, we're on to our main event of this afternoon.
Tyler the Choker Bettis in the black, purple, and green.
Archer just so happened to be the best blue belt in the world last year at IBJJF. Snap down, work into that front headlock series once again today, Trevor. Something in the water. On that Darce Vice right away, that short arm Darce. Oh, this is problems. This is trouble.
It's like the Islam Darce, huh?
Yep, exactly. This is danger. This is problems.
Yeah, this
especially
is
with that leg
that's a
being
tap, 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 tap.
Just like that.
And our main event is over just about as fast as it started today. What an incredible day of jiu-jitsu from CJJC 29 Grapple Bowl right here from
How do you feel? Feel good? So what went into the preparation of this matchup? You're coming off of a world championship performance, getting out here to CJJC Cage. What went into this performance?
Я рад, что получилось. Это чуть меньше, совершенно меньше.
I'm glad guys to see everybody tonight, and definitely it's another step to improve my career.
What's next?
I gotta talk with my coaches, but definitely looking forward for more up-level fights.
And where to?
Все, кто пришел сегодня, кто поддержал меня. И я всем чувствую. Идет, да? Кем ты скажешь?
So I shout out to all who support this event tonight, the community here at the best, and thank you to my team and all my sparring partners.
Make some noise for Bichenov.
Good stuff.
Thank you all so much for joining us here on today at Seifu. We want to thank all of you who are watching from home. We want to give a big shout out to our sponsors out there. Everybody who came out to support the product. Guys, whenever we have these events, all your likes, your shares, your reposts, that all definitely helps us out there and the product to continue to grow the platform and promotion. If you are interested in competing on a future CJJC show, make sure that you go to the website, jiu-jitsuclub.co, fill out that application. Our matchmakers will get you all taken care of there. We'll be back with another show in the next couple months. Keep it on the CJJC Cage on Instagram. I'm here to see the big Grapplers. I'll give a big shout out to